4x4? No.
Looks like he's going to be the man up front as the cars wriggle their way then through the little chicane up towards Hawthorne for the first time, and then they will turn through the long right and make their way onto the loose for the first time of asking, and we've got one straggler already, which is Cameron Hawkes, I'm afraid. And the yellow flag waves because of spin is Tom Middleton, who's lost it coming through the chicane. There's another one in stripe as well, heading through a very large water splash and almost coming to a dead stop. So the RX150. A lock on the line where we go, and it looks as though that wasn't a particularly good start with Richie. He went backwards off the line. Then bends away right-handed in towards the chicane, and it's Chrissy Farmer that goes very sideways into the right-hander, throws it left, and they head onto the loose for the first time, and it is the 25-year-old from West Sussex that leads this one and opening up a big advantage at the first time of asking. That's Jeff Dolan there in that second position, and the rest of them get a face full of the old mud there, and that does hit the visibility. Believe you me, ladies and gents, you can see out in front of you, Chrissy Farmer just takes it steady. That's a very savvy Jeff Dolan there in second position, Adam Sargent's there in third position, Jake Harris in fourth position, and then the commentators, Kurt and Steve White, I think he is there in fifth position. They bend their way through. Stephen White was very lucky not to collect it because Harris is bang on the racing line. Well, he's managed to find a gear there for some reason, but whatever the reason, Jake Harris, and that has effectively ended his bid. Already on the back of it. It's sideways, Chris Farmer. Back in 2009. British Rallycross champion as well. Take victory first blood to Chrissy Farmer, and that really was a dominant display as race drivers will look towards the gantry for second award is displayed. The MSA British Rallycross Championship for Supercars gets underway. Lights blink green, away they go. Who makes the best start there? A very good getaway from the second row, Mario Donovan, who tries to find a gap, will run down towards Cloud. One car up front. O'Donovan is a man on a mission though as the cars work their way up towards Hawthorne for the first time and working their way then now up towards the loose. So, 1 or 2 run wide, there's contact, one gets turned sideways, grip
survives it, but I'm afraid there's one car that has come to grief in the distance. So, onto the loose for the first time. Rd1 finds a huge puddle and costs himself some time as well, as down they come to the hairpin. And what progress has Proctor been able to make on the first lap of this? I think he's up to third spot already. He's going to be then as they come to the hairpin. Ollie O'Donovan, who leads the way, second spot is Grim. Proctor is up to third, bit of a gap back. Fourth is Rook, fifth is Bellamy, sixth is Fusion. In seventh place is the slow starting Flatty. In eighth place then is 46, which is Rd1's O'Donovan, but what about Proctor? He's getting himself onto the back of James Grid then as they come out. Runs fourth, fifth is Bellamy getting on the back of him, and all crossed up as well, losing it completely. And Rd1 coming into the hairpin. Rd1 is on the drop as one of the four. Back on again, but rather distant. And Dave Newton, I'm afraid, now got so far off that he's going to find it very, very hard to get going from there because he's in all the fog-like conditions. So, that has put 2 laps in the book, 2 to run, and as the cars now work their way onto the loose section once again, it's Ollie O'Donovan leading the way. He started on the second row of the grid, but he's not shaking off the opposition, and James Grid has gapped Proctor, and he's going after the race leader very definitely. So Grid doing a great job here. You might have expected that he would get mugged as the race wore on. Far from it, he could yet take the win. He's going after O'Donovan as they head back towards the tarmac. The gap is coming down and down and down. Proctor runs third, Rook fourth, Bellamy is still there fifth, but the gap as they run over the timing line was the gap opens up again. It means that Ollie O'Donovan is a little bit more protected as he works his way for the last time up through Hawthorne. Kevin Proctor still chasing hard, but Ollie O'Donovan lays down the marker, doesn't he? Now let's see what his race time is going to be compared to the winner of the next.
The water control system activated on the cars, and away we go this time. And it's a great start from Steve Harris from the back row of the grid, but it is Julie Godfrey in that Ford Fiesta. In 3 years, it's up for sale. It's not going to race it next year in Julian. It's its final year and looking for that 6th championship.
And a big old slide, Larry, there for Jack Thorne, who was up in the second. He saved it going up through the approach to the chicane, but it was a big, big slide.
Well, this is impressive from Jack Thorne. This is his second outing in the Supercar category. He did arriving in the BTRDA championship round, and he drove the ex-Martin Shanker Powell County Ford Focus on his debut. But it is Julie Godfrey that's bringing them away from there in second position. Harris is there in third. The diminutive 4K there in fourth position. But at the front, it is Julie Godfrey in that 507.
Updating back 37 today, Julie Godfrey is roughly 2 seconds a lap quicker than Ollie O'Donovan. He's not having to think about defending, but he's much, much quicker.
Well, it could well be clear as the track there, start to finish, but he just simply oozes quality.
By the second one, he's shown the lights in a moment will blink green, which they do now. It's blast off, and a good start being made to the back of the grid there by Graham Ramsey. The hot hatches all trying to lean on each other. They're 3, 4, 5 wide almost, going down towards Graham for the first time. So the Supernational is going to be left to the lead. Page Melody there. Page Melody leading in the XD. In second is Guy Corner with the Peugeot 206, and Alan Tapscott, who is another driver who's made a long, long trek to Croft. He's third. That's the way the Supernats run as they work their way out of the chicane. So, Paige Bellamy, you've seen Dad. Now, he's one of his 2 daughters, the 20-year-old, the technical administrator at Sayers Road Tankers, former junior autograsser, came through junior rallycross as a 14-year-old, third in Supernational last year in the Lotus, and a race leader at the moment, down towards the hairpin. So it is Paige Bellamy leading the way. Second is Guy Corner. Alan Tapscott's there, third. And then, of the hot hatches, we've got one off at Clairvaux. and there's another one that's been badly delayed as well. So the survivors in the hot hatch class head over the timing line now at the end of lap number 1. Red flag. This time tries to break it out on the inside line, but no, H. Bellamy it is, who is able to swoop across and take the line going into Cloud over the comes out early Ascot, those three Supernational already gapping, of course, the rather more standard hot hatches, but all survive the rigours of Clermont Corner. So you've got the 5 of them all running together there. One Peugeot, that's Tommy Wheelgosh car compared to the Citroën Saxos in hot hatch, but Bellamy leading, not getting away this time. Guy Corner staying right up behind, and Alan Tapscott's going with them as well. So very evenly matched at the moment, these three, as the cars work their way. They're now down towards the hairpin for the first time. Only now does Bellamy start to get away. She comes down towards the hairpin there, turning through the right-hander. In fact, Wheelgosh getting on the back of Alan Tapscott after braking. Bellamy there now tries to sprint away as the cars work their way up to complete lap number 1. Over the timing line they go then. So it is at the moment H. Bellamy leading the way. Second spot as they go through Guy Corner. The gap has widened really through the last couple of corners on the map. 1.6 seconds. So closing those tails when they hit the loop coming out of the chicane. So markedly a bigger gap now, but Paige Bellamy's got to keep it all under control and not make a mistake for another 2.5 laps or so. Stalling nearly is tail-ended by Phil Chicken there, but Tony Lynch, the experience, not being forthcoming there, he did say he was right-hander of Clermont Corner. Greg Lomax from the back row of the grid is there in third position. I think it's Andrew Toomey that's got a good start, and Tristan Overton just tries the outside line around Phil Chicken, can't quite do it, and a recovering Tony Lynch is there at the back of the field. But onto the loops, 2 abreast they go, up towards Gary. It looks like Gary Dixon has just caught a bit of a crowd as he went onto the loops there, and that has allowed Andrew Toomey into the lead as they come through into, in fact it's Phil Chicken that's got the advantage. This one is Mike Boak's car. Phil Chicken that's got the advantage ahead of Gary Dixon. Craig Lomax is there. Tristan Overton, and that is Andrew Toomey. The 2 red cars just getting a little bit confused there. But it's Phil Chicken at the front of it. The driver originally from Malden in time to be an Motorsport team is away at the front, and Gary Dixon is giving chase, and all credit to Gary because he's holding off the defending Super 1600 champion, and that is the Nottingley driver Craig Lomax. Craig, who loaned that car to the Rallycross commentator Andrew Coley here at the Grand Prix. Great drive on his debut in the Peter Swift, and that is Tristan Overton in third position, and here is Craig Lomax coming back, and Lynch is there in fifth position, and Andrew Toomey, the Irishman, just dropping back. And it is Phil Chicken in that 210 race. 8th in the Grand Prix last year. A fantastic drive there, and he's repeated at his local track. It's Phil Chicken. Gary Dixon in the Astra being drifted. Taking it to the established master. Well, nobody would have expected that one, and the number 45, the 1500 Austin Mini Clubman is up against the 1600 already on the back of them is the PDA escort of the double retro champion Ray Morgan. What a move that was by Discount Darren as he went in towards the hairpin there. He wasn't prepared to, the brakes have made a little bit of pain, but he's now got his mirrors full.
Sussex, raced at Norton Park for many years. A 5-second board is shown, and the second heat then for the RX150 is go. Great start made by the poleman, Chrissy Palmer, but a good start also by Jeff Dolan from the outside of the front row in the blue buggy as they head off down towards Clermont for the first time. Big, deep intake of breath as they dive into Clermont. On an absolute figure as he squeezed through Hawthorne into the loose for the first time then now on the loose section of the circuit down towards the hairpin, and behind Jeff Dolan suddenly by the misses of gear across all road because the gap massively widens. They come down to the hairpin for the first time. Palmer it is almost on his own. The fight their way through the corner. Number 16, Jake Harris. In fourth, it's number 9, Stephen Jones. Bit of a gap back to Adam and Larry Sargent, who are next, with Chris Pretty staying with them this time, but he rounds out the pack as they go over the line. But Chrissy Palmer, that it is, who leads the way. He's completely up towards the timing beam. 3 laps are ticked off. It's still in second place there. Number 16, Jake Harris. In third is Jeff Dolan, and that gap's widening as well. And then in fourth,
started with 5, Dave Newsham was wheeled off the line, there's 4 and it's Andy Grant that leads them into Clairvaux corner, and that is Simon Hall, I think that's got a great start in Andy Grant did that first each, we did have a problem with the transmission during practice, and it is the ex-Will Collar, the ex-Andy Jordan car that brings them away on the loose for the first time, as 580 brake horsepower lets loose on the back straight. Simon Hall going with him in the Scooby-Doo imprint, Colin Hanson and Mark Clardy having a dust up there for third position. Onto the anchors, in towards the hairpin, in comes the Grant Autos entry of the Devonian. Andy Grant number 3, the Lancastrian. Simon Hall there in third position, the driver from Brent Ronsing in the Ford KA there in third position, as Mark Clardy brings up the rear in the ex-Andy Scott Focus. Onto the loose, there's only 4 of them remaining, but they're making a fist of it out there, and it's Andy Grant. Superb performance also by Colin Hanson in that Ford KA. He was all the way up here, didn't compete in the Grand Prix, had a problem during practice, and the ex-Andy Scott Caravan Party is there in 4th position. But it's Andy Grant that brings them away. The runner-up in the meantime.
They're pretty complicated and they're not that easy to run. The lights blink green, we're racing, and going nowhere is Jack Ford. He's left on the line. Another driver in strife as Julian Godfrey leads the way down towards Clairvaux. Now Ford gets away, but he's a long, long way back. And so right there as they work their way around. Nowhere, and he's got a huge amount of work to do to play catch up. There's one going way out into the weeds, coming into the hairpin. As Godfrey leads Proctor, who gets it wrong as well. In third, he's down Rook, 4th is Grid, and Dave Bellamy was the one heading for the scenery, but he's managed to scoop it all up and actually gets a place over Steve Harris as they go over the timing line. So at the end of the lap, the order is just up at the head of the pack. Julian Godfrey, but he is certainly having to work hard for his Dave Bellamy gets back onto the road just ahead of Jack Ford, who suddenly has got a playmate. 2 laps of 4 are done, and so the race leader, Julian Godfrey, anyway, on 3 minutes 6, first round of heat. Last time around in the fastest lap of the race. And now Kevin Moran is bringing down the gap to Julian Godfrey, so Proctor has certainly not given up. He's closing, as they come to the hairpin. They're going to come through this time to start the last lap, and they're almost out as well. The task that gets warped by Dan Rook, and off the road has got James Griggs as well. He's taken the Newsham line, but he survived it. And then 5th and 6th, he's got Thorne just ahead of Bellamy, because off the road is Steve Harris, and he's trying to pick himself out of the quad bar in the middle. Bellamy level with him. He's going to take the place back, yes, as they head to the top. Semi-final to get underway. Kevin Proctor is going to be the man to beat, I would have thought, but let's see how it all shapes up behind him, because they're racing not only to qualify for the final, but also best Supercar Semi-Final 2 is go, and Proctor doesn't make a demon getaway. In contrast, is James Grinch, who makes a very good start from the middle of the front row of the grid on the way down towards Clermont, but Proctor's going to line up, I suspect, to try and be the last of the late breakers as they go through the corner. Yes, he comes out ahead, and Grin runs wide. He's delayed. He's got Rd1 right up behind him, so Proctor is away and gone. The smoke from the back of Grin's car. I wonder whether there was any contact. And Steve Harris has had a pretty slow start as well. He's fifth, in fact.
championship success at the best possible style by scoring a win. First time out here, he's on the loose then, dancing his way across the fast part of the circuit, turn through the right. It remains the car of Jake Harris. That's well seen. At least for the moment, Jake Evans is starting full pace in this race. He goes back towards the tarmac now, and then behind.
On this one because he's running first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth in a British Championship race in the box standard on Citroen Saxo. Standard, she's really fine in standard. But Gary Dixon, don't rule him out because he might be 55 years young, but he's back in the Astra that has served him so well in his 18th year in the sport. And Gary Dixon is not out of this one by any manner of means, because if Paige Bellamy does the slightest mistake, Dixon is going to bounce. Full action there and it's up to that position. The rear of the field, but the four leaders. If anything, Guy Corley's the fastest lap of the race, all of that last lap. Complete lap number 4, to go at the end of this one. Paige Bellamy onto the loose with that car that doesn't handle the best over the bump. Gary Dixon is a little bit more planted. Here comes Guy Corley now. Can he do anything about Craig Lomax in front of him? We've got the 3 Supernationals in there, as indeed the Super 1600, the first of the minis and then the first of the stock hatches. Championship points good there with the various classes. But Gary Dixon is now mounting the challenge because he's within 2 car lengths of Paige Bellamy. And Bellamy's now going to have to look for a rear as Gary Dixon dives towards the inside. The ballback pulls up. All his giant killing is out of this one. But out the front, Gary Dixon of the Lincoln driver in the Volkswagen Astra. It is the tucked up onto the rear bumper of that 1800cc Supercharged 280 brake on all of the 16. And Guy Corley well. The three-way car's going back at it. And Paige Bellamy just puts a little bit of space between her. Remember, she had that contract on with Guy Corley while the heat passed her out. She says, that's Rallycross. Well, she, like her sister, sprouts almost when she gets in that car. Does Paige Bellamy, and that's the exceeds that Dave Bellamy ran to British Championship success a couple of years ago. But here comes Guy Corley using a little bit of the grass as well as the start with around the outside. And he's doing anything about it, Gary Supernational opening round and Paige Bellamy in it. Some 2 car lengths. The battle for second place between Gary Dixon and one iota yet. The Chris Hudson in that 5th position and great drive by Robert Zera. But on to the loose for the final time. And a bouncing Paige Bellamy. You remember jumping Jeff Williamson a few years ago. Ribbons to that. Whatever the problem was, it's come back to haunt him. 1 corner left for Gary Dixon to do something about Paige Bellamy. She keeps it clean. She hooks the wheel on the inside. She gasses it up and shoots it out and heads towards the checkered flag. And victory in the opening round after Paige Bellamy. Second position to Gary Dixon. Third to Guy Corley.
The grid is formed to round out the opening round of the MSA British Rallycross Championship in association with obviously Battery. The grid for the Supercar Final is formed. The 5-second board is shown. The lights will go green. We're racing. Who makes the best start? It's a good getaway by Godfrey. Good start by Proctor. Harris is thrown away as predicted. Dan Rook on the outside tries to go across and Kenny Clearly that's winning. He's still second. Proctor leads the way, but it's Dan Rook in second spot as they go through Hawthorne.
Well, it is the youngster who only made his debut in the sport. He's down in the goal, but it's Terry Proctor, Kevin Rams, and all the crowd that comes away with it. Down the back straight, 600 brake horsepower in each of these cars, coming towards the head.
Dodgery, Julian Dodgery, way. He's building this lead. He is now 1.3 seconds ahead. He's done the fastest lap of the race. We're on lap 4 of 6. But all it takes is one big slide. One this time. The fifth place. But Dan Rooker's not giving up.
He hasn't any challenges. He's happy faster. Dave Hughes got a chance of getting on the podium. Ollie O'Donovan's in that third position. His brother-in-law, Kevin Proctor, but it's the potential son-in-law. Dave Hughes and Danny Rowe, he's challenging Proctor. Who would have thought that at the start of the day?
McCrory gets up to the top of that short distance line. He's staying with the local heroes. They work their way down towards the heaven. Proctor has so much speed. Every time that he thinks he's on the edge of disaster, he finds the apex. They're about to come through and do 5 laps to start the last lap of the race, the last lap of the day. Proctor versus Run, they're almost back together. O'Donovan is third, Bellamy fourth, Harris fifth, Crawley sixth.
Well, Proctor looks as though he's got it. He will not have expected that challenge from Dan.